GamerEnvy here, and we are back with some more MTG Arena. Today, we're looking at a deck called Turbo Cycle. Now, this is a deck that utilizes the cycling mechanic that we got in Lair of the Behemoths in Ikoria. I'm just going to say Ikoria because it's just easier than saying Lair of Behemoths every time. So, we got the latest set. So for those who are unaware, cycling is a mechanic where you pay a certain amount of mana and you can cycle a card, which means you pay the mana, you discard the card, and you draw a card as well. So it allows you to basically cycle through your deck and get cards you need. Now, a lot of these cards, there were a lot of cycling cards that came out with the set, and even some lands that cycle as well. And they have a lot of cool abilities and can be utilized by a lot of other things, to gain advantage when you cycle. So, essentially, this deck is almost a burn deck, and I'll explain how it works. But first, let's go through the cards, and I'll explain the finer points of the deck. So, starting off with the 1-drops, we have Flourishing Fox. This is a 1/1 creature. Whenever you cycle another card, you put a +1/+1 counter on Flourishing Fox, and yet he can cycle himself. So, it's really good. 2 Footfall Crater. So this is a enchantment aura, so you can enchant a land and basically you tap the land and a creature you control gets haste till the end of the turn. Comes in handy sometimes. Also, can cycle itself. Dranith Healer, so a 2/2 human cleric who, whenever you cycle a card, you gain 1 life, and again, you can cycle this card. And then we have the exact opposite, which is Dranith Stinger. So whenever you cycle a card, you deal 1 damage to your opponent, and again, you can cycle this creature. You're noticing a theme here, everything can be cycled. For Startling Development. So this is a replacement instant. So a target creature becomes a blue serpent with a base power and toughness of 4/4. Now, you may go, wait, why would you even use this? Because you're just making things like a 4/4. Well, yeah, but you can hit something really big and make it small. Or you can take something really small of yours and make it really big. And I'll explain how you can utilize that later. But again, you can cycle this card. Go for Blood is a fight card, and you can cycle it. Pretty good. For Ironcrag Pyromancer. Now, this card came out in Throne of Eldraine, and whenever you draw your second card each turn, it deals 3 damage to any target. This is fantastic. This is where you primarily are going to burn your opponent out. So we have 4 of this card. 3, Riel the Everwise. Now this is a mythic rare. It's quite an expensive rare, but it is amazing, and I just so happened to get 2 when I was opening some packs, so I figured, hey, just spring for the 3rd. But this creature, she is amazing. So you get +1/+0 for each instant sorcery card in your graveyard. Very similar to some of the other Izzet cards that gain spells for every instant sorcery that you have exiled or in your graveyard. I believe it's a dragon. I cannot remember the name right on top of my head. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards the first turn, draw that many cards. So you could use this deck in a Izzet deck like this. You can absolutely use it in one of those decks. But every time we cycle a card, we get to draw that many cards. So when we cycle, we get 2 cards for the price of 1, which is amazing value. 3, Zenith Flare. Now this is our second way of winning the game. Well, second out of, 3 ways. 1 is Ironcrag, 2 is Zenith Flare. Zenith Flare deals X damage to any target, and you gain X life for X number of cards of cycling in your graveyard. We have a total of, I believe, if we look correctly, we have, we have 6, 10, 14, 18, 22, 26, 28 cycling cards. That's a lot of damage. So you 3 of these. Fantastic card. Also an instant, so you win a lot of games with this card, by the way. 2, Boon of the Wishgiver. Now, 6 for drawing 4 cards, quite expensive, but again, it cycles, and there is points where you can cycle the card and, actually get its ability off, because we can get a lot of lands. And lastly, a card that I have found to be a lot of fun. So, Yidara the Wandering Monster. Now, this is an 8/8 for 7, pretty cheap, but trample and haste. and a cycling ability. Now, where this comes into play is its amazing cycling secondary ability. So when you cycle this monster, you shuffle it from your library. When normally when you cycle, it goes to the graveyard. Instead of going to the graveyard, it goes back into your library and you shuffle your library, and you get a little what do you call it? Little, not token. What do you call them? Thinking of the word, little thing on the side of your screen saying how many times you've cycled this card. When you cycled it for the 4th time, it goes to the battlefield instead. So you get essentially a free a hasty trampler, which is just amazing, and people just don't see it coming. And besides, when it does die, Zenith Flare helps out, so it's pretty good. Good card. Now, for lands, we are running, I believe, 22 lands, and here are the lands counts. 5 plains, 2 islands, 3 mountain, 2 hollowed fountain, 4 steam vents, 2 sacred foundries, and 4 Ralgrin Triome. Yeah, I got that name right. Again, a new land. It can also cycle from this new set. Now, quickly before we get into the first games, this is what I'm primarily just going to say really quickly. I know I've been talking for like 6 minutes now, but this is first and foremost a aggro deck. We want to try and hit our opponent as fast as possible. We want to cycle through, get our Ironcrag, Riel out, and kind of win the game. Yidaro. I don't know. I keep calling you Yordle the Turtle. I don't know. I'm just going to call him Yordle from now on. I just like that better than Yidaro. This is for anything that's a control deck, and also just to eventually turbo our opponent, because basically they can't counter it because it doesn't actually get cast. Also, by the way, you can't counter a cycling because it's ability, not a casting the spell. So if you cycle this guy after the 4th time and then he goes and attacks, your opponent can't counter it, which is really important to know. Anyway, this is a best of 1 deck. Let's play some games in ranked and see how we do. Alright, let's go and just play. Alright, in our first game for the evening, Shingo is our opponent. And looking at our hand here, we have, interestingly enough, nothing that great. We have a couple of spells and a Zenith Flare. I am going to mulligan this one, and I'm going to keep this hand because it's a bit better. And for the sake of this one, I'm just going to get rid of my Zenith Flare. It's a bit of a thing, but it's not going to really help me right now, and I can always shuffle up and get it later. Got to think in the present. So first up, Raglan Triome comes down. You always want to try to play this on turn 1 because of its comes in tapped, but it does become any color we need for this deck. So it is a Oh, there we go, beautiful. So because we can cycle on our opponent's turn, I'm just going to pass my turn for now and do it in my opponent's turn. Let them do what they want. Is this a flash deck? It is, beautiful. Alright. Go. Wandering monster. Cycle in, draw a card. Another land. Beautiful. I think I'm going to play my fox next turn, and then I'm going to cycle out 2 cards. I'm probably going to get countered, but we'll see. Let's play the fox and let him come on down. No, he didn't stop it. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to drop a Dramath Healer to buy a Dramath Healer. Get them a +1/+1 counter. Ooh, that's nice. Do I want... This could be useful. Let's just cycle out a pass turn. We're going to wait. I'm going to get rid of my starting development. Whoop. Look at that token and draw a card. Beautiful. Alright, so now he's in the field. Fox will kill Brineborn if it attacks, which he probably won't because it won't get a counter. So he'll attack with Spectral Sailor. Brazen Burrow, he bounced it back. Ooh. That's interesting. Interesting. Good words, draw 2 cards. But nothing countering this time around. Unfortunate for him. So I'm going to Pyromancer, going down. For this one, I'm going to drop my Drop of Blood, cycle it out, and we're going to make sure Brimo Cutthroat goes away. That is that. Done. Next we'll play Revel the Everwise, and we'll drop maybe our Flourishing Fox, probably. He could play Brazen Borrower. He could do, but I think I'm going to play Revel the Everwise. If there's a counter up there, maybe? He's got 5. No, he didn't counter. Interesting choice. Interesting. I'm going to play a Plains. Do I want to cycle 2 things? I could next turn draw the thing, so I'm going to just cycle my Gaunt. Ooh, can I attack? Ooh, I can fight actually. Ooh. Fights that creature. That could be useful. But then I can't cycle. Interesting. I'm going to cycle my Fox. And I'll kill Cunning Night Wonder. Let's kill that thing away. You try and save it? Yeah, play. Nice, man. Good job, buddy. You have beaten me. Your game of wits. You're a Spectral Sailor. Cool. He really went all out, didn't he? Whoa. He went all out, didn't he? Amazing. Woo. Ooh-wee. Lovely. Let's see. Pass turn. Let's run it on his turn. We're gonna run against the clock, but if we do get a Zenith thing, we should be able to get a few things. So I'm going to cycle out my go for blood. Cycle that one out. Get 2 cards. Come on, give me something to kill something with. Beautiful. And we're going to make sure that you don't see the light of day again, my friend. Because you can fly right over. Oof, drew a card. Okay, that's one last thing to worry about. Now he can actually keep going with this and kill the rest of his guys one by one until he runs out of people. It'll be beautiful. Brazen Borrower. We went for it. Should I? Yes, we will. Because 2 damage is fine by me. Consider I can kill the rest of these guys pretty quick. Beautiful. Marvelous. Alright, I'm going to play my Ironcrag Pyromancer. Play a Mountain. Then we're going to drop our Purple Crater. Cycle this one out. Yeah, just pay anything, I don't care, because I'm going to do 2 next turn. Beautiful. Hit that guy in the face. Lovely. And pass our turn. Oh, I'm going to stop that from happening, so, my Adrenic Healer, cycle up the guns, my friend. Cycle that. And Flourishing Fox, cycle that away. Beautiful. And there we go. Beautiful, I love it. Alrighty-roo, time for game number 2, Nabenico. Alright, this hand is not that great. This hand is far better. I do like this one better. I can't Pyromancer, I'll probably just piff the Boon and the Wish Giver. Compared to the other ones, it's not as good. And I could use it in the late game more effectively. So I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to chuck you to the bottom. And am I going first or second? Probably second. Beautiful. Let's go with a mountain. We're going to pass our turn. And we'll just piff, probably start land development. There we go. Cycle that one away. Ah, beautiful. More cards. My turn. Alright, so now we'll go with this Plains, and I'm going to stick down the Dranith Stinger. This will force him to remove the Stinger, or do something else. So, Banishing Light. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm happy he banished that and not my card instead, so Ironcrag Pyromancer, go on down. And we'll get rid of Gyruda, the Wandering Monster, and yeah. Alright, so some enlightenment. Good. Nothing. Alright, cool. Another one. Could be useful, but I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to hit you in the face. And I'm going to pass my turn now, and I will piff something else in his turn. Why would I do that? I don't mind having stuff in the graveyard. I can use it later. That Zenith Flare really gets big eventually. He's going to exile my thing. So I'm going to drop off the Football Crater. Cycle that one out. Find me another card. Yeah, land is good. Exile Elspeth Conquers Death. It's fine. Put a new one down. My turn. Beautiful. There's a Zenith Flare. Lovely. I like that. Alright. Pay the 2 life on that thing. Get me an Ironcrag Pyromancer. And drop me a Granite Healer. Away he goes. And away we hit in the face. Beautiful. Non-creature spells cost more. Meh, it's fine. I don't play my non-creature spells, so I'm not really interested in your shenanigans. Got 3 now. It's not bad. It must be frustrating considering he can't counter anything that I do because I'm not playing any cards. So, do what I did last time. Just gonna go with the thing. Cycle that one away. Hit him in the face for damage. This is tapped, and I'm gonna pass my turn, and then in your turn, my friend, I'm going to drop 2 more cards. That's fine, you can do that. He has no creatures to bring back with Elspeth Conquers Death, so he just literally used it to get rid of my Ironcrag Pyromancer. Which is, you know, fun for the sake of it, but oh, there you go, and you got no value out of it. You literally paid 5 mana to exile a Pyromancer. Let's just do something, then we just drop the 2 things as well. I think I'll drop this and this. Every cycle card brings us closer to victory with Zenith Flare. Okay, if you're not going to do anything, I'm going to do it then. I'm going to do the thing. Ooh, lovely. Lovely doubly. Off you go. In the face. Six. Ooh, that's got a sting. That is got a sting. Nabenico. Damn it. Alright. That's interesting. Cycle that one out. Come on, something good. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Counter. You gonna counter me? Or you gonna take the 8 damage? Boom! Boom! Right in the face. That's a mouthful. All I need is 1 land and we are going to the bank. Nope. Nothing stopping. Generous Stray. Oh dear. That wasn't what I was looking for. But draw 2 cards, he gets a bit stronger. You get the gist of it. There it is. Nice. Well, now next turn I can play Iron Crag, which is great. So, go Rebel. Iron Crag and drop, I don't know, Flourishing Fox or something. 3 already. Happily sacrifice. It's like, you will sacrifice it. Absolutely. 100%, my friend. For the sake of it, I will sacrifice everything. And goodbye. Seasoned Growth. Good choice. Another Wayfinder. Alright. There's Gyruda the turtle again. It's my favourite turtle, man. Alright, well that works as well. Works for me. Works for me. Yeah, I'll keep it. Apologise for that. My recording software decided not to record. I don't know what was going on there. That was annoying. Growth Spiral. Hey look, a person, Killjoy. App name for using the... Oh, I do love Gyruda. I do not like Gyruda Doom of Depth though. It's such a... ugh, deck. It's such a... what's the word? Bullcrap. That's the word I'm looking for. It's just so... OP broken. Like, unbelievably so. I think we gotta quickly cycle and get what we need. No time for worrying. I think we just put Flourishing Fox down as a defense and then cycle out 2 cards. Quickly and yeah, just go. I'll play the Fox. Fox. You. Cycle that one out. Get a bit bigger. Cycle that one out. More lands is good. Just keep cycling stuff out. He doesn't have enough yet to play Omen of the Sea. I mean, play Gigan. I can't kill Gigan yet. I don't have anything to kill him yet. He's too powerful. Next turn he will be getting Gigan out though, so that is unfortunate for us. Oof, maybe not as unfortunate as I'm thinking. Play you, drop you. Maybe I don't. Maybe I get rid of this one. As I'm aware, I don't think this deck that deck has any way of gaining life back. So if he plays and he whiffs his... if his Gyruda whiffs when he plays it, and he doesn't hit what he wants, we could fight it and then burn it and kill it. It's doable. No, he's not. He's going with the Cave 8. Fights creature you don't control. Leave it. Cycling out. Well, it wasn't too bad. I mean, how many is that in the graveyard now? What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Let's first let's go cycle out some cards. As long as it doesn't have any counters, I think we're doing pretty good. Come on. Something that's not land. Come on. Something that's not land. Something. Look at the lands! So many lands. Nothing but land. He did sacrifice it, so that's fun. How many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Oh, there we go. He's got it. Oh, thank God. Oh no, it's in the flare. Oh no. Oh, it's going again. Oh God, no. Oh, I didn't get my second Zenith Flare. Oh, Yodel, my friend, please. Give me what I need. Oh, feels good. Take that. Sorry, that was just too much. That was just... Yes. Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, that last game was a lot of fun. That Zenith Flare comes in clutch more often than you would think, and it is just really a game ender, especially when your opponent mills you out and just goes, yeah, that's what powers up his final final attack. Just keep doing that. But still, a lot of fun. This is a strangely competitive deck using a ability that people are not that familiar with, and therefore they don't really know what to do about it. So it really works to your advantage. Let's go over a few of the... Oh, well, I still can breathe. A few of my favourite cards in here. First, the interaction between Ironcrag Pyromancer and Riel the Everwise is just amazing value over there. Zenith Flare, second favourite card, just for that final ending. And Gyruda, Wandering Monster, is just great as well. Overall, I really enjoyed this deck. Now, if you did enjoy this deck, please leave a like and subscribe for future MTG Arena videos. And if you have any suggestions for future decks or suggestions for this deck, please leave a comment. I'd love to read your comments and find out what you like about it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now, everybody.